Rohahiyo yung gats. Kontega ni Debageno. Also, ne wasna the Bogosari Agon, the no, Onkwawén Kentyókhwa. My name is Rohahiyo Jordan Brant. I'm from Tyndonega Mohawk territory, and I teach adult immersion, full adult Mohawk immersion at Kentyókhwa in Six Nations, Ontario.
Segot kon horado, Ryan DeCaire yudjat swata ni doagenu, Onkwawén Kentyókhwa Agadewiostawani. My name is Ryan DeCaire. I'm from Mohawk territory. I'm a Mohawk language student and teacher, and I do research and development for Kentyókhwa, our adult immersion program, do some teaching. I'm also an assistant professor at the University of Toronto in linguistics and Indigenous studies, and I'm a PhD student at the University of Hawaii at Hilo.
Owennatekha ni waksanoda, tana oswego ni duagena. Chinui I kiatakwit niyo, ne Kentyókhwa na Kentyókhwa. Gawayat chinui I wagyotos. Tana dayagidaso ne de yungani yung diwayena wagong. Isinu ne duaso ni osraga jinahe, onegiyosta ni yung dutchits. My English name is Brian Maracle, and I come from the Six Nations Grand River Territory, Southern Ontario, where I'm the what we call the program coordinator at Kentyókhwa, which is an adult immersion full-time program for people to learn Kentyókhwa, the Mohawk language.
At our program, spent 2 full school years doing that, 9 to 3 every day. September to May, it comes out to 1,000 contact hours. Over that first year, according to our active fill scale of fluency and proficiency, we expect students to be at an intermediate low level of fluency, which is an enormous task considering they come in at novice low. Meaning the majority of students know how to say hello, goodbye, thank you, maybe count to 10.
But because of the way the language is structured, or the program is structured, we're able to get them to a high level just because of the way the language is structured and the way we deliver the program, so that they can understand what's going on and perform and progress entirely in the language, so that we're explaining complicated grammar in the language and enabling them to understand how the language functions.
Not every graduate wants to be a teacher. So we try to push them towards their natural skills. Some people are storytellers. Some people are artists and want to create more with the language resources. Some people just want to go and just live life, raise kids in the language, which is amazing. And that's what our program does.
When we developed this program, was developed, and also what's kind of pushing us to maintain it, is that we are at a stage in our language vitality where we really need to push adult learners so that later they'll have the capacity to restore intergenerational transmission, so that second language learners will then recreate first language speakers amongst their children. And that's our hope, that that's what will happen. And we've witnessed that's happened since we've created that.
If we were to summarize what we do in one word here, what we're about, say we're about winning. It's always about winning. And what is winning to us? It's making our language our first language again. And everything we do, all these hours we work, everything we push the students to do is for that. Mm-hmm. For sure. Start somewhere and be ready for failure every year, and don't be afraid of change, because we get stuck in these there's new challenges every single year. And I think the number one killer of our languages is complacency. And when we become complacent, we become unwilling to further our own personal language. We're okay with the state of things, the way we are, how many people are speaking. And if we never become complacent and we're not in one place, we're always moving forward. So every year we tear everything apart and say, well, this worked well. but it doesn't mean that there isn't something out there that works very well.
And I'd say to communities, Native communities, that it suggests to invest in your own people and their own skills, and to try your best not to reinvent the wheel, because there's a lot of people doing a lot of work all over, and people tend to get siloed in their own community, and the opposite's also true too, where the people will learn from other communities and try and reproduce it exactly the same, but not realizing that we are all unique and we have to do things specific to our own communities, right?
And we have an obligation to pass our teachings on to our children in our language. And so if by doing so, enabling our children to learn them through the language rather than some English text, we are fulfilling a sacred obligation. And that is something that should be treasured and understood by people who are engaged in this movement. And it is a movement that has been developing over the past 20 years. And I don't see that that's going to stop.